Hello there, it's time to meet 4 new shades of one of my favourite cream blush formulas. I reviewed the M Cosmetics Colour Drop Serum blushes on my channel in October last year. You've seen them pop up in other videos since then. They had 4 original colours, now there are 4 more to talk about. So excited to share them with you, and I'm so excited that this video is a good old-fashioned collab with one of my favourite creators. Hayley Kim is someone I've mentioned and linked to in my videos before. I absolutely love her work and couldn't say yes fast enough when she suggested we team up. Hayley is a Korean YouTuber. You'll find her channel and Instagram linked below. The style and vision of her videos is stunning, and so is she. One of my go-to channels for peaceful, creative, beautifully shot content and plenty of fresh, minimal makeup inspiration. I know Hayley enjoys these blushes too, so I suggested we film with the new shades. You'll find her video linked below, and I hope you enjoy seeing all 8 colours in action on her. M Cosmetics is a Los Angeles-based company founded by Michelle Phan, an early beauty YouTuber who has now built a booming brand. I enjoy so many of her products, so let me know if you'd be interested in a brand overview in future. The first 4 shades in the Colour Drops range were Rose Milk, Pink Nectar, Sunset Sky, and Soft Amethyst. But now there are 4 new shades: Peachy Peach, Venetian Rose, Cherry Splash, and Little Lilac. We'll run through the formula, packaging, application, swatches, see how you can vary the intensity and finish, and compare these colours to the original 4. So what is a serum blush? Michelle created these to marry makeup and skincare together. Think of the difference between a face cream and a face serum. They usually have a much lighter consistency. That texture inspired these lightweight serum blushes. Smooth, sheer, buildable colour with an incredibly dewy, glowy finish. There's no glitter or shimmer. That glow is all due to the dew and a really healthy, hydrated looking sheen on the skin. There are ingredients skincare lovers will enjoy: Sacha Inchi oil, hyaluronic acid, squalane, and vitamin E. The finish and particularly the texture of these really sets them apart from any other liquid or cream blush in my collection. These are in a class of their own. Let me know if you'd be interested to see some of my other dewy blush picks one day. These cute little nail polish-like glass bottles have a dropper inside, and you press the lid to pick up product. The brand says to pull the dropper out 3/4 of the way, then push the button down to create a vacuum, keep holding the button and lower the dropper back in, then when you let go it should suck up the blush. A fairly common criticism is that some of these bottles can be quite stiff getting the dropper out, but I noticed that the lid design has changed slightly. The new one on the left is a little bit longer and sits closer to the bottle. Whatever they changed internally also means the droppers on my new shades aren't stiff at all. On to application. The brand says to dispense 1/2 to 1 drop to cover both cheeks, but they don't specify how big that drop should be. If you go all out with 1 whole dropper full, that's far too much. Even though these are sheer, the colour is still reasonably intense, so a little bit goes a long way. I find a few fairly small dabs on each cheek is enough, and you can build from there if you like. I either apply the dropper straight onto my face, onto my fingertips and rub them together to pat on from there, or sometimes I even take the excess from the outside of the dropper instead. The brand suggests blending the blush into the skin with your fingertips in a soft tapping motion. That's what I do too. Instead of rubbing it in circles, think of gently but quickly pressing or tapping your fingertips over your cheeks to work it into the skin. You can also use a brush or sponge. Let's meet the shades. As the name suggests, Peachy Peach is described as a true peach. You know how much I love peach cream blush, and this one is so fresh and quite vibrant. It definitely has a burst of orange juice brightness, certainly not a muted peach, but you can sheer it out for the slightest touch of apricot. I'll show you a sheer version at the end. Venetian Rose is called a vintage rose. Michelle says this is her favourite, and I agree. Such a dreamy, deep rose. The first time I reviewed this formula, I called the shade Rose Milk my Keira Knightley walking through a field kind of colour. But if you caught my autumn makeup video recently, you'll know I think of this shade as having more of a Keira Knightley atonement green dress mood. Cherry Splash is described as a classic red. Don't be afraid of a bit of red blush. It might conjure up images of clowns, but a touch of red can look really youthful and healthy. I actually think this shade has a thinner texture than the others. It's almost a bit more watery, so it means it's hard to apply too much and easy to keep it sheer. Let me know if you think yours is the same. Last but not least, Little Lilac is called a lavender pink. I wouldn't necessarily think of making space for lilac in my makeup collection outside the world of eyeshadow and eyeliner, but they've created a wearable soft lavender. Again, this one seems thinner than the others, so it ends up looking like a sheer, cool, soft pink on my cheeks. Just going to add a touch more of Cherry Splash and Little Lilac to build up the colour a bit. I love that all of their blush shades are shown on their website on different skin tones in a wonderful watercolour blush look, that beautiful Lisa Eldridge term, blended quite high on the cheekbones and across the eyes, the way I love playing with blush. They certainly catch the light and look so juicy, but let's back them off a bit so you can get an idea of a sheer style. These are so easy to blend evenly, and the more you work them into the skin, the sheen isn't anywhere near as glossy. My dry skin loves this type of texture, but if you're watching with combination or oily skin and thinking, nope, not gonna work for me, the brand suggests blotting your cheeks before application and setting the blush with translucent powder for more of a velvety finish. I'm guessing a few of you can guess my favourites from this new group. Peachy Peach and Venetian Rose won't be leaving my makeup bag anytime soon this summer. Let's take a quick look at how the newbies compare to the first 4 blushes: Rose Milk, Pink Nectar, Sunset Sky, and Soft Amethyst. You can see they sort of match up to similar colour groups here, but there are some variations. Peachy Peach is like a cross between the delicate Rose Milk and deep orange Sunset Sky, my 2 favourites from the original colour family. Venetian Rose is definitely closest to Soft Amethyst, the richest berry, and a lot deeper than the soft blush pink Rose Milk. Cherry Splash could be the brighter, fun cousin of Sunset Sky and Pink Nectar, the bright watermelon pink from the first collection. And Little Lilac is a lot more distantly related to Soft Amethyst, but it has a similar bright vibe to Pink Nectar. Anyone else here can't get enough of this Colour Drops formula? I'd love to hear your favourite shades, how you apply them, what you think of the new colours, if they're on your holiday wishlist or if you gave them a miss. And please share any other M Cosmetics products you've been enjoying. Thank you again to Hayley for asking me to collaborate on this video. I've loved getting to know her through this community. I'm sure many of you are already fans of her work. Make sure you head over and say hello and enjoy her beautiful blush looks. Thanks for watching. See you next time.